it's Lowry. So I decided I'm gonna go all natural for my week. I believe it's okay to eat meats. I just believe we're going about getting it the wrong way. And I don't believe genetically modifying our fruits and vegetables and meats is the right way to go. So this week I'm gonna partake in an all natural diet, which means only beef that's been grass fed. No GMOs, nothing from mass production, and preferably all my food from local sources. I'm a little worried that's going to be hard to find and expensive. I'm also worried that I'm not going to have time to actually find food that I can eat because I do work full time and I am in school. And I'm also worried about actually finding things that is all natural and doesn't just claim to be. I am excited and I'm looking forward to see what happens.
Hello, today I'm going to start to make my vegan week for the Change Project, and I start looking at my fridge what kind of food can be available with the vegan diet, and I found this. So that's what I found. A kiwi can be vegan, some bananas, this almond milk, and oil for cooking things. And tomorrow I will need to make some shopping for sure.
Hi, my name is Nicole, and this week I've decided that I'm going to be going vegan. I decided to do this because I did a lot of research on the food industry, and I don't agree with how animals are being treated. They're being treated very inhumanely, and it's just not something that I want to personally align myself with. And I saw things like, in order for a chicken to be considered like free range, they only have to be let outside for about 5 minutes, which is kind of crazy, and there's just overcrowding, and there's just all these issues surrounding it. So I've decided to step away, and this week I will not be consuming anything made from animals at all. So no meat, no dairy, no eggs, nothing, and I'm really excited.
Hi everyone, my name's Jen. You may be wondering why I'm talking to you today from my bathroom. Well, this week, instead of choosing to change my diet, I want to change my behavior as a consumer, more specifically in the use of toilet paper. So if you think about infants, it's pretty common for some families to choose to use cloth diapers or even cloth wipes. So why is it that when we become toilet trained, we switch over to abrasive toilet paper? And then, is this practice of using toilet paper like we do in the United States common in other countries? So this week, I'm going to be exploring the toilet paper industry and using cloth reusable toilet paper while at home and on the go. I'm really most concerned about how this is going to go while I'm not at home, but I'll keep you all updated. Anyways, it's time to get down to business. Here are the supplies for my week of cloth toilet paper. On the right, I have the bag for the dirty wipes when I'm at home. I bought this on Etsy and it was about $20. It is lined with a plasticky fabric and has the 2 loops on the top, so it hangs just on my traditional toilet paper holder. In the middle there are the wipes. I also purchased these on Etsy and they were $12 for a pack of 25. They're made of flannel, they're 2-ply and are stitched along the edges to prevent fraying. On the left here we have my 2 bags for while I'm on the go. The top one for the clean wipes and then the bottom one for the dirty wipes. I bought these 2 bags at Target. They were $10 for a set of 3 of them, and they're actually designed for travel, but I thought they would work well for this purpose as well. My plan is to wash all the bags and wipes that are dirty about every 2 to 3 days, depending on how many wipes that I go through.
Day 2 of going all natural, and I need to go to the grocery store to stock up on food I could actually eat. I came to the conclusion that when going all natural, you can only buy foods from the edges of the store. But even along the edges, you have to be cautious of what claims to be all natural, organic, and grass-fed. In 2011, though, Lowe's Food partnered with 100 small North Carolina farms in order to get their produce and meat local and to ensure it is truly grass-fed and all-natural meat.
In day 2, I went to the market to find food I will be able to eat this week. I plan to buy some vegetables and fruits, but sometimes my eyes comes to other products containing some animal origin inside. Here I realize that it's gonna be difficult because a lot of products that I like aren't for a vegan diet. It's difficult for me to imagine how it's gonna be, but I still want to try.
So it's day 2 and I made a really great breakfast today, which was a bagel with bananas and honey and peanut butter. But by the time I hit lunch, I was starving, so I'm pretty hungry. Being vegan's hard. I am literally so sad right now. I can't have any of this.
So it's day 2. I'm here from work. Mondays tend to be a little hectic for me. I don't tend to get to go home until about 9 o'clock. So I have my cloth toilet paper for the day here with me. So far it's going pretty well. Only tricky thing has been remembering to not drop the wipes into the toilet afterwards. That would be a unique work conversation to have. I've begun my research into the toilet paper industry, and I wanted to share a fact of the day with you all. So the United States spends more than $6 billion a year on toilet tissue, which is more than any other country. On average, we use 57 squares a day, which adds up to 27 rolls per year. That's a whole lot of toilet paper. Anyways, wish me luck for the rest of the week, and I'll update y'all tomorrow.
Hey, so it's day 3 of going all natural. I am currently in between work and school. This is typically when I would get something to eat before class. That has become super difficult. Looks like I can't go anywhere. I can't go here. I did, however, find out that Chipotle, they do a thing called Food with Integrity. They require so much for their food, that their meat that comes in there.
Hello, so today I'm going to cook some things I bought in the store, and I'm gonna show you. I bought some rice, I will put mushrooms and some onion. Very basic plate, but so now I have the rice and the onion already made, and I'm waiting for the mushrooms, and then it will be finished.
So I just realized that after 3 days of eating bagels with honey, that honey's not vegan. And that sucks.
Hi everyone, it's Tuesday, or day 3 of my week without toilet paper, and it was also laundry day. So I washed my sheets and my wet dry bag all on their own separate load and made sure to use high heat on the dryer. Sheets came out well, they actually feel a little bit softer. Toilet paper fact for the day, so before flush toilets were available in individual homes, people would use whatever they could get their hands on to wipe themselves. A popular choice were the pages of a Sears catalog. It wasn't until the 1900s, when flush toilets became available in individual homes, that flush toilet paper also became available. Early ads, about 1928 by Charmin, featured pictures of women wearing dresses, and they used words like feminine and pure. They really did their best to avoid discussing what the product was actually used for, and talking about going to the bathroom was a really taboo subject at this time.
On day 4, I decided to look into local farms that sell grass-fed meat and their own veggies. To my surprise, there are actually 48 local farms in North Carolina that sell organic, grass-fed, all-natural meats and fresh, organic, natural fruits and vegetables. One being Summerfield Farms, that was only 15 minutes away from my house. So I decided to head out there. The market sells local produce, meats, eggs, milks, cheeses, wines, jams, and anything else you need to cook. Everything in the market was from local farmers in North Carolina and naturally organic in every way. I was given permission to look around the facility and ran into Stephen Mundy, the master gardener of Summerfield Farms. When I asked what makes his produce organic, this is what he said.
We're certified organic through USDA program, so the Natural Organic Program is a federal program for USDA certified organic. So we operate on all biological active materials, as well as organic sources of manures and natural producing products like leaves and mulches that we recycle here on the farm. So ultimately we're trying to capture all the carbon material and microbiology that we can. We're feeding compost tea to our soil, but we do not deep till this soil. We minimally till, and maybe lightly at 6 to 8 inches for its entire life cycle. So everything you see here is permanent raised beds. Those beds are never to be broken down, therefore we build up the biology. So all the nutrients over time is consistent, and we don't have to at all add any more amendment. We can just continue composting, and the soil will feed itself.
I was very impressed by the gardening practices of Stephen and his colleagues, but I was still curious about the beef part of Summerfield Farms. So Stephen introduced me to Jake Tomerndal, the head of the cattle farm of Summerfield Farms. I asked Jake if he could explain the grass-fed process and what makes it so different. This was his response.
The grass-fed beef is different than what you normally see in the grocery store, the beef you normally get, in that the cows grow up, they live their whole lives, they're raised for their entire life on pasture, that the healthy ecosystem a lot of times, and the cows being a part of that living ecosystem, actually promote the growth of the grass, and they promote healthy soil growth, and by doing that they actually promote a healthy overall environment from things like water infiltration, so the ecosystems they live on will actually clean water, so you'll have water flowing in, and when it leaves it's cleaner than it was before. You promote diversity in species, all the way from microbes all the way up to birds and deer, and by raising grass-fed animals you're actually promoting, it's a way to make a healthier environment. Additionally, the animals are healthier than the cows that provide the beef that you normally, it's conventionally like grain-fed beef, because they're eating a diverse diet. You look at our fields, it's not just one thing they're eating a bunch of different plants. And additionally, the meat itself has a higher nutrient density. The cows are eating more diverse stuff, they have the better diet, so it translates to what you're eating as well. The fat content is a healthier fat content, higher omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, higher omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, and the nutrient density is overall higher than grain-fed product. So, yeah, the land health, human health, and happier cows, and the cow health as well. Cows are typically healthier when you're raising them on grass where they're meant to be. So those three reasons are the main reasons why I see grass-fed beef to be the way to go when it comes to eating meat.
That's the fourth day. I'm in Nashville with a group of international students. I am worried to find vegan food if we go eat outside, but I was lucky to find some places with vegan recipes.
Since I can't have bagels with honey anymore, I decided to make toast with jam.
I don't think buttered bread is vegan.
Okay. Dinner day 4.
It's day 4, and my toilet paper fact of the day. Worldwide, about 270,000 trees are flushed or end up in landfills every day. 10% of this number is coming from toilet paper.
It is day 5 and I wanted to check out the local farmers market just to see what they had and compare to what I found at Summerfield Farms. I went to Piedmont Triad Farmers Market and was amazed at their selection. The farmers market was like the Costco or Sam's Club of the all-natural world. Prices were much cheaper than the prices at Summerfield Farms, and I came to the conclusion that farmers market is best for buying in bulk.
In the next day in Nashville, we went hiking on the Graveyard Waterfalls. I bought water, bananas, and nuts to recover the energy from walking.
I'm having just plain noodles tonight, so fried cheese. While my roommate eats cheesecake. She's so nice to me.
It's delicious.
Today is Thursday, day 5 of my week without using traditional toilet paper, and I have a toilet paper fact for you all. The boreal forest in Canada is a virgin forest that is home to many plants and wildlife, and it is unfortunately the source of wood pulp for many non-recycled paper products. Some brands are making it really easy to tell if your products are recycled or not by printing the FSC logo straight on the front. The FSC, or Forest Stewardship Council, certifies forests as responsibly managed or not. I found this logo on our Harris Teeter toilet paper, which is right there. It's a really easy way for consumers to know if they are buying products that are sustainably sourced or not.
It is day 6 and I wanted to talk to y'all about eggs today. So I have 5 chickens right now: Nugget, Layla, Dumpling, Fancy, and Pepper. They were all rescues and are typically free range, which means they have the freedom to roam my yard during the day. I typically collect their eggs every other day, but it is getting colder, so they're not laying as much as they normally do.
And I just want to show you the difference I learned in eggs. So this one right here is a store-bought egg that claims to be farm fresh. On the other hand though, is my egg. This egg actually came from my chickens this morning. It is the same size as the farm fresh one, and it's actually much healthier, and I looked it up. This one actually has 1/3 less percent cholesterol, 1/4% less saturated fat, 2/3% more vitamin A, 2 times more omega-3 fatty acids, 3 times more vitamin E, and 7 times more beta-carotene. So it's much healthier actually than any of the store-bought eggs you're gonna get.
Today I wanted to understand better the vegan movement, and I watched Conspiracy documentary. It shows the ecological impact of animal factories and explains that it's the most contaminant practice in the earth. For example, 3,000 liters of water is needed to produce a single hamburger, and all the grain used and collected to feed the cows provoke most of the deforestation of the forest.
So I've made it to day 6, and I'm now realizing that eating vegan isn't as bad as it seems. There's a lot of things that I can have that I didn't really think about, just like this lovely bean and vegetable bowl. Tell me the same thing.
Okay, so there's this amazing thing, and it's called nutritional yeast, and it has a lot of your B vitamins in it, and it also has B12, which is really essential because you don't get it as a vegan, and it has a natural cheesy flavor. It's pretty cool.
So it's Friday, or day 6, just one more day to go. I think my friends are going to be happy to not hear facts about toilet paper anymore. Our toilet paper fact for today is about water. The production of 1 roll of toilet paper requires 37 gallons of water. With the average American using 57 sheets of toilet paper a day, that's 33.7 gallons of water required in the production of your daily toilet paper.
Day 7, y'all, we made it. Yay! So, how did it go for you all?
I liked it. It was interesting. I learned a lot. I thought it was super fun. But
I personally did not like it. Going vegan is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it is.
what about you?
It was great. Besides all the weird looks I got from friends, I really liked it.
Cool. Yeah. So what was challenging for you guys?
It was hard for me to meal prep and to kind of like figure out when I could eat and go have time to get food. And it was also hard to find things that were truly organic or didn't just claim to be. That was the hardest part. And finding things that are actually grass-fed from start to finish was super challenging.
And for me, it was hard to remember that I was doing this and to break my toilet paper habit.
How do you too?
Finding things that are vegan was the most difficult part, especially in the market or when you want to go to a restaurant with friends and maybe most of the food have something from animals, so it was difficult.
The worst thing for me was trying to make things taste good. Everything vegan is kind of bland and boring, and you kind of miss meat in your diet, so
Would y'all continue to do this? Continue to live this way?
I wouldn't.
No.
I think I might try and go vegetarian, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to be a decision because it's a very big change for the life and the routine, and nowadays I wouldn't continue.
I liked it. I would probably continue to do it if I could get my big family involved. There's so much in my house that I couldn't eat right now that I would have to change, but I'd like to continue it if I could. So
I'm going to continue to use my toilet paper at home. It was a little hard while I was traveling though to make sure I had enough wipes with me and that I had enough space in my dirty bag and that I was able to do laundry. So,
yeah.
Definitely while I'm at home, but not while I'm traveling.